Recovery efforts are happening right now on a fishing vessel that ran aground in Cape Elizabeth, nearly a week removed from Saturday's historic storm.
News Center Maine's Sam Rogers joining us live from Reef Road in Cape Elizabeth with a look at how involved these efforts are. Hi, Sam.
Yeah, Brian and Amanda, today we learned just how many moving parts there are as part of this recovery project to remove the Tara Lynn II from these rocks where it sat for the last 6 days. While this cold weather is making for tough working conditions, it's actually helping crews as they move heavy trucks and machinery down this makeshift road without digging up too much land and beach. While there was progress made today, there is still more work to do.
We're working closely with the owner of the vessel, the insurance company, and all the regulatory bodies that we need to work through. At the angle the boat's at now.
Parker Pool and Determination Marine are leading the salvage efforts.
We're working to de-rig the vessel safely right now.
Like the fuel tank. Hauled away earlier Friday afternoon. Pool says Department of Environmental Protection officials have been on site surveying the environmental impacts.
They came back with the conclusion that there was about 500 gallons of diesel fuel that spilled out of the vessel during the storm.
The focus Friday and this weekend is to level the boat so crews can safely remove other gear on board.
We need to get the boat leveled off. You know, we can work with a 10 to 15 degree angle on the deck. That's doable. 60 is not.
Pool says this project is unique and several agencies and partners have been working together on the plan, including the Cape Elizabeth Land Trust.
We have an obligation, which we take seriously, to protect them and steward them forever.
The Land Trust manages this 3/4 acre parcel of land, which Pool and his crew have been using for their trucks and equipment.
He was also very interested in making sure that any impact to the property, which the community was rightly concerned about and is rightly concerned about, was minimal.
Executive Director David Bryman says he's encouraged by that and says the owners of the nearby property have also been great to work with.
I mean, these things can go off the rails quickly, but everyone really seems to be, pulling in the same direction, so that's a positive.
Now, Parker Pool and some of his staff will be back on site tomorrow to continue the cleanup after all the progress that was made today, like removing some of the seaweed and extra debris that was left over. Now, we also want to remind folks, we heard from town officials, from Parker, from the crews that were here, that they understand people in the Cape Elizabeth area want to get a look and photos of this boat, but when that heavy machinery returns on Monday, they are asking residents and locals to stay away and give them some space as they continue to work removing this fishing boat, which could take a couple of days. We're live in Cape Elizabeth tonight. I'm Sam Rogers, News Center, Maine.